So much winning. Good morning, everyone. It's Wednesday, August 14th, 2024. My name is Sam Shalhoub, and it's time for your daily dispatch. So, first up, AP News talked about Florida now counts 1 million more registered Republican voters than Democrats. Florida has about a million more Republican registered voters than registered voters than Democrats, further cementing its status as a conservative hotbed. Well, I think those types of numbers are applicable throughout many states in the country. As I've said for some time, conservatives are by far the majority. We all know about the conversation that Elon Musk had with President Trump. Well, as I said yesterday, it's over 1 billion views and interactions. Yet there are so many in the mainstream media coming out saying that the race between Harris and President Trump is tightening. It's gaslighting at the highest degree. Don't fall for it. A judge in the Google case, we talked about Google having had some monopoly challenges. Well, the Federal Trade Commission advised a California judge on Monday that the U.S. judges have extensive powers to restore market competition and penalize companies with illegal monopolies. And I'll have a little more on this later. A conservative California professor reaches a multi-million-dollar settlement after a free speech lawsuit. Professor Matthew Garrett will be awarded $2.4 million as part of a recent settlement agreement with the Kern Community College District. More and more, we are moving in the right direction. We're gaining more and more momentum. Don't let the mainstream derail you, because the majority of what they say is not true. Zero Hedge had an article that I thought was interesting. They said that a $150,000 house in 1988 now costs over $700,000. Now, a lot of people think that, the cost of materials have gone up. In my opinion, that's not what happened. What has happened is the value and the purchasing power of the dollar has dropped dramatically and will probably continue to do so until the switch takes place. Massachusetts began mass deportations as their sanctuary state, crushed under the burden of illegal immigration. The number of filings in Massachusetts immigration courts could reach nearly 59,000 by the end of September. The 2023 fiscal year saw 54,000 deportation cases, the largest number of filings in the state since 2001. Looks like this whole sanctuary city thing isn't working out too well for them, is it? No, and people are coming to their senses. Paramount cut 15% of its U.S. workforce. Paramount, the parent company of CBS, MTV, Nickelodeon, dozens of local TV stations, and Paramount Pictures, announced in an internal memo from top executives to employees that the first round of job cuts is set to begin. Hollywood is done. There are so many of us that are not willing to watch the garbage that they put out, and this is another example of it. But there are many studios that are catering to that segment of the population like us that want to see good and wholesome and intriguing entertainment. Well, Paramount's learning the hard way. A lawsuit was filed Tuesday against Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg's office, alleging the elected Democrat illegally withheld records related to the felony hush money case against President Donald Trump. I think we are going to see more and more exposure, not only of the lawfare that has been taking place, but also of all of the fraudulent activities that have taken place during elections, specifically 2020 and 2022. But again, we are gaining momentum, and I, for one, am glad to see it. And then a little bit more about the Google situation. The U.S. Justice Department is considering breaking up Alphabet's Google. This is according to Bloomberg. It would not surprise me if it was broken up. I think patriots have much more control today than most people realize, and this is another example of it. Bitcoin Magazine came out with an article yesterday, and they said that Bitcoin is now the 6th top monetary asset in the world. Gold is number 1, the United States is number 2, Eurozone, China, Japan, and then number 6 is Bitcoin. Are you starting to see what's going on here? I hope so. And then lastly today, U.S. Senator Ted Cruz says what Bitcoin represents is an opportunity in real time to enhance the resiliency of our grid. Bitcoin is a reservoir of power and a safety blanket for the state of Texas. And that same principle can be applied all over the world using Bitcoin. And again, if you would like to learn how to buy or hold Bitcoin, or you just have questions about it, you can book an appointment with me at samshalhoub.com and I'll walk you through the process. So that's all we have for today. If you'd like to support this channel, there's multiple ways to do it at samshalhoub.com, or you can go to mypillow.com and enter in the discount code SAM. And in the meantime, I hope that you have a great day, and we'll talk again soon.